This one's from Queen Samuel. Should more skaters delete their Instagram accounts and focus solely on putting out video parts / skating contests? It seems anxiety-inducing to be a pro skater on social media.
I don't think so.
I don't think you need to delete it.
No.
Because it definitely helps.
Yeah,
but I think
more than it hurts.
I think what Queen Samuel's getting at is like everybody's posting all their clips on social media, which I do find a little frustrating sometimes because by the time their video part comes out, I feel like I've seen everything already. And there's nothing really surprising in there, unless sometimes there is, but a lot of I've already seen you doing all this stuff at the skate park on Instagram. Like, there's no surprise.
Yeah, but we live in the age of if you're not in front of people's faces every single day, your relevancy is gone.
For sure.
But then their skate part. I'm like, dude,
yeah, but those don't hold the same weight as they used to.
They don't at all.
Some do, some don't.
Some
do, some don't.
Some do. Like the primitive videos coming out, you know there's going to be some heavy parts in there.
No doubt.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you know, like Tiago's still posting. I was talking about the other day. I feel like Tiago's not posting as hard as tricks on Instagram anymore, and he's saving his shit for the primitive video.
Right.
He's still posting dope stuff,
Right.
but he was throwing like wild shit a while back, and it's like I think it's chilled
tamed
out.
down a little bit.
It's chilled out. Like I think that's smart. That's the way to do it as a pro skater. Put out some cool shit. I don't know, and then save your shit for your sponsors.
I think it's all relative. I mean, look, you don't want to blow your whole shit and just put all your shit out. And it seems like that's happening quite often. And some of these dudes got to be aware of that shit to some degree, because I think the element of surprise and seeing something right when it comes out on a video is just still like hits for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
that's an old way of
you know. I'm not mad at the new way.
Right.
I'm not. But it definitely takes away from like the, you know.
Yeah, it does, but it's also, to your point earlier, a numbers game. Analytics mean so much, especially when it comes to trying to get these big name sponsors that are gonna pay your bills, because the little guys are not. So it's a healthy balance for sure.
Totally.
And
I agree.
How many times when there's new video parts coming out right now to this day? How many times are you watching that part?
Twice, maybe.
Well, I'm watching it once, maybe twice.
Depends. I watched the skanky. I watched the spanky part.
Yeah.
3-4 times.
Yeah.
I
Still,
love
that's
that part.
4 times.
I guess
like
it all depends.
Back in the day, it was like.
But also, we're not 12.
Yeah.
We're not 12, 13 years old. Maybe these kids are watching these things.
I think they do.
They're
times.
watching those clips on their iPhones.
But maybe they're watching the
100
video
times.
part. We can't speak to that. I mean, we're not.
I think it
13
kind
years
of evened
old.
out. I think they're like kind of watching the Instagram and then like, oh, we're watching that part too. I think the part obviously would represent the skateboarder better, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, because they're putting like, you have a filmer, you have the editing to it, the music that fits the, I don't know, depending on.
That's exactly it.
Yeah,
you know,
I think
you get the whole the big picture of that person. But I like what Instagram, you know, obviously entails, because you get to see sprinkles of everything, and you already kind of know what to expect to a degree of what you're going to see from this skateboarder, you know. But then there's that element of surprise of holding shit for your video part, and then you get that okay, dope. You know what I mean?
Like if you had a plan or a strategy to it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you can do that. Some people can't do that. They just want to put it out.
As quick as possible.
And it also comes down to just skateboarding, and being a great skateboarder is not going to give you a fruitful career. Right. You have to be a great person, and social media allows people to show their personalities and show things outside of just their ability on a skateboard. So I think there are certain people, like Wes Kramer, never had Instagram.
Yeah.
Certain people can do that. They have that like illustrious way about them. But I feel like modern skateboarders, you have to have something of value, because brands are now looking at your numbers and your follower count and what you can provide them, because it's not just about your ability on the skateboard.
And I was just about to bring up Wes Kramer too, because when he comes out with the video part, you're like, oh fuck. You rarely have seen any skating from him unless it's somebody else posting him, you know? So it's like, I want to pay more attention to that, because I haven't seen a lot of him.
But does that do a good service for him or a disservice for him?
He seems like he's happy. I don't know.
Seems like he's
doing
good
so
far. No. This is what he chose to do, and it's working for him. But I'm saying, like, in the big scheme of things, is this a disservice or is this a service for him? You know what I'm saying?
Like, I think it's a little bit of both.
I think so too.
I think it's a little bit of both.
I think it's for his own personal, his mental, his own thing. Like, it's great.
Yes.
But I do know that there have been times where sponsors have wanted him to get on social media.
Well, I think it says
1000%.
the end of it says seems anxiety inducing to be a pro skater. That's what it feels like. You're like every day you feel like you have to do shit.
Yes.
You're like, fuck, I have to post today. I went through that same shit when I was skating a couple years ago. I was like, I was posting shit. I'm like, oh my God, I got to post today, dude. I remember the day after the Fake It Trade Fake It manual, I went skating. I was like, I got to get a clip today. And my homie's like, yo, you know,
You're like, you're chilling for a minute, bro.
just chill for a minute.
It was the same as us as Beebles Park.
Yeah.
It was like every day Beeble was looking for that. He needed to post a clip, and we all wanted to post a clip too. And we wouldn't even wait until we got home. We were all sitting there after the session, quiet as hell, posting our shit.
Yeah.
Because it's
And like
that
Beebles would pop
drug.
up, mine would pop up,
It's
Dubs
that
would pop
instant
up.
gratification.
That's
too.
that drug, that dopamine.
Dopamine.
Yeah,
that
They
endorphin.
fucking
But
talk about
during
this
that
shit.
time,
That's a part of it.
how fucking active was all of your shit?
Oh, we were there every day.
No,
Yeah.
no,
But no,
saying,
his,
like,
his
No,
social
it was
media.
Yeah, the engagement was
The
fucking
engagement, your board sales, I can
point.
imagine were there as well. Like,
Yo,
that
that was-
all falls into it.
I didn't post. I didn't have one. I had one little video part with Manolo that came out during that time, but my skateboarding went way up. I got way more seen. I turned pro.
Right.
But that was a special time in social media.
Absolutely.
Like that was a
Yeah.
special time. So right now it's there's TikTok. Whatever, dude. I don't know. There's YouTube. You can be in your own world.
Right.
Yeah.
You can, if you can create your own world and build on that. That's all that matters.
Right.
Like,
And now-
I really think that's it. Like I don't know.
And now, like, you know, we were talking the other week. You're like, dude, you got to get on your reels. Like, you want to get some engagement, get on your reels. It's like, bro, like, now I have to worry about reels. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if you want to get that engagement and get that, you know, if you care about following and all that shit, because that will get you following right now because they want you to do reels.
Yeah,
you know what
you
I'm
get
saying?
paid off of it if you do it,
That
right?
too.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a great incentive.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is like when we used to do it when this wasn't a thing, we were skating for companies and we had to do shit because we had to do shit, right?
Yes.
We had to
For
go
them.
on, we had to go do shit for them. We
Yeah.
had to go these trips. We had to do shit, and we loved it. That was amazing, right? But then as soon as you get into the point where you're like, you're your own boss, you're fucking doing your own shit, and you're making shit happen, and content's coming, and you see the fucking shit happen.
Yeah.
Then you're like, let's go, let's fucking do. I'll do it tomorrow. I just did the fucking fake tray flip, the best trick ever done. Boom, I'm gonna do some other shit tomorrow.
Yeah,
You know,
boom,
like
going, you're
let's
just like-
go. Like I'm
Yeah.
my own boss. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it comes down to we talked about it before, the pumpkin effect. Is that what he's called? Mark Johnson called it? Where he got a trick and then like he was so hyped with the next day.
Yeah, your trick turned into a pumpkin.
Your trick-
At midnight. At
yeah.
midnight, you have to go get another one.
You're like, I got
yeah.
a trick.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that's what
yeah.
this is like. That's
Yeah.
somewhat what it's like. I don't know. I think there's a few skaters right now, like obviously Ashad. I think Ashad might be the best at it I've ever seen, considering he's putting out ridiculous video parts. He's a personality. He's funny, dude. He's a model. He's
Yeah.
playing basketball.
He's in a lot of little
like
worlds, for
he's
sure.
that to me. If there was a blueprint, that's hard. You can't be as talented as him. That dude is just
No, I agree with you, bro. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's
MJ.
definitely, and he's giving it to you on social media like no other. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? He's giving you like the funny shit that he thinks is funny.
Yeah.
Personality, skateboarding is on fucking point like no other. And just, you know, you get the full scope of what Ashad's about, which is a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Because a lot of skaters, they just post skate clips.
Totally.
That's it.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no lifestyle or no about them.
Yeah.
It's just the clips.
Definitely.
That's it. Which is fine.
Totally.
And then you got like a PJ Ladd who's just posting on his story, and he's posting amazing stuff.
That shit just disappears.
It just goes away. I'm like, dude, that is. But I kind of like that
Yeah.
because he's just like sprinkling it out there, and if you know, you know.
And if you like him, you're
yeah.
gonna record that shit.
Yeah, yeah, dude.
And you can save it. And
No,
you can post it later.
I wish
You know
there
what I'm
was a place that it lived for sure, because watching him skate is.
Nah, because then you could do a cult of PJ, you know what I'm saying? And like, if that shit's in the story and not people are really not getting to see that, like, you gather all that shit up, you throw that shit out there for them. Because at the end of the day, we're supporting skateboarders that are fucking talented. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Regardless, PJ is a special fucking skateboarder, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Real talk.
Yeah.
You know, so for him to sprinkle like that and really not let it resonate and like live somewhere, go ahead and fucking steal that shit. Put that shit up somewhere and,
Yeah.
and just, you know,
Don't
push it
steal.
forward for him.
Yeah, it must be really for a pro skater. It must be like, what do I do today? Like, I don't know. I guess I feel like John D'Lo, that dude. He's doing really good stuff. He's
Man.
posting all the time.
He's gnarly.
You know he's filming too.
He's gnarly, bro. I was just talking with Chris about him, man. He is fucking unbelievably good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so happy-go-lucky, man. He deserves fucking everything on some real shit.
For sure.
He's on that new the Ours is Yours, the shoe company with Brian Herman.
Oh,
yeah, he's got that. So
yeah.
And big ups to that, dude. They taking a chance.
Yeah.
That's the risky move, you know what I mean? Like going into the shoe business within the skateboard industry. I wish you nothing but the best, man. Real talk.
Oh, I guess last thing I'll say on this: if you have fun with social media, have fun with it.
Yeah.
That's all you can do. If you make that if you're a skateboarder.
No, it's so true.
Yeah,
It's
just
so
have fun
true.
with it, dude.
I used to have so much more fun with social media, and then it became like kind of a job, and it was just like, fuck, it sucked.
Yeah, it's a little different when it's a job, right? Everything's a little different. When,
right.
If you love something and becomes a job, it's a little different. But if you keep it fun, it doesn't feel like a job, and I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there who do a great job with social media. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think people should delete their Instagram accounts.
No.
But I think that, this day and age, video parts are still important. Like Steeza said, they may not hold their weight too much. I think some videos do, some videos don't. We've seen it in the past where it's like, wow, this video just came out. It's insane, right? The hype dies down. But we're not 15 years old anymore. So maybe these kids are watching them 25, 40 times. Who knows?
Well,
but
there's a lot of views in these videos, so obviously,
right. So but I'd like to see more. Like Andrew Reynolds posts stuff on his Instagram, which is rad. Like Ashad, Ashad's posting cool shit, but they're like saving the bangers for their video parts.
Yeah,
and that's what I like to see. I don't like to see like just these bangers on Instagram, and I'm like, and then that kid's video part comes out. I'm like, basically seen all this shit. I've seen him do the fucking big nollie, big heel, tray flip out, late shove it. I've seen it.
Yeah.
You're not surprising me.
Yeah. If you make something and make me want to go skate, then you did your job, dude. That's it. Like I see Dylan Jabe do some shit, and I'm like, I watch like Mike Mo footage from back then pop up randomly. I'm like, all right, let's go. Like I want to go skate. Like I don't like.
Yeah. No doubt.
There's shit like that.
Dylan Jabe is no joke right now, man.
He's my favorite.
Yeah,
man,
he's like
fucking
he's super,
favorite.
super,
He's
super
so
ill.
good.
But also going back to, I see some dudes that big time skateboarders, and they fucking had a lot of Instagram posts or whatever, and then they're gone, and now they have one or two posts. I think that's different. I mean, but again, like you're refreshing your shit and you're starting over. I just find that like, damn, okay, you just fucking disregarded all those posts that you just that got you to this. You know what I'm saying? Because there's people that don't know about you still that probably want to come back and see some of the shit that you posted prior. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing too, is like with Instagram, even though, good Lord, I mean, good luck scrolling through 1,000 Instagram posts, on somebody's feed, but nobody is going to document your skating or your life like you can.
Yes,
right.
yes.
You're the only person out there that can document your stuff.
Right.
Like I said, it's good luck going 1,000 posts back. But some people do it. Some people stay and they scroll back and they'll leave a comment on something 4 years old. I'm like, the fuck?
Dude,
you just sat there for 2 hours?
Straight
like,
up.
holy shit. But you're the only person that's going to do that. So if you choose to delete something,
but that gives you more insight on that individual. Like, fuck, if you didn't know that dude and they just had one post or two posts up, I mean, they can't really, unless they go to like YouTube or like they have to go to another,
like
access to find more info about you or whatever the case. But this is your direct shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think it just does a disservice to you. But at the end of the day, once you get to that point, you don't give a fuck. If you have fucking 500,000 followers or 1 million followers, maybe you don't care anymore. And you're just like, I'm going to erase all this shit. I'm going to start over. And this feels right to me. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I mean, if I look at my Instagram feed, like I'm like, yeah, like I remember those times.
Yes.
Like,
that was the whole point,
2016, I was like, fuck, that was, or sometimes it was a hard time. Like my hip surgery, I'm like, damn, all these posts. I remember that time feeling so weird.
It's a little journal. It's a little journal.
It's a little journal. Like it's. I think I would say leave all that shit up, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I remember. Sorry, go ahead.
No.
I remember talking to Megan Baltimore, owner of Girl, and when Instagram first came out, and she was so over it. She was so not into it, and I remember
a lot of people were
right.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, "No, but it's like a journal. it's like you take a lot of photos, but the one photo that you really loved from that point in your life, you post it and people can see it. And like, that's what you loved at that point. And then, you know, people get to know you and And she was like so over it, but she's like,
yeah, but look at her, look at her now.
She's
Look at her
fully
now.
about
There's a
it
lot
now.
of people like that when Instagram came out. You know, it was like, oh, then, I mean, we used to have companies that would promote us. And so I think it was a little different then when like we had to then put ourselves out there on our own Instagram and like post stuff of ourselves.
Right.
Right.
Like I think some skaters were like,
Well, people
kind of self.
For sure.
This is weird.
Yeah.
I remember posting like expedition boards and like people were like, wait, why are you posting about like I'm like, no, this is what I like to do. I don't know. I felt like it should have been coming from expedition, but like, yo, I want to promote my brands.
Yes.
This is how I can promote my brands.
Yes.
So I don't know. It's like it was
It was
interesting.
just something new.
It was something new that I think the older people didn't understand how to like go about social media. I think at that point. So
We were I think we were the first, one of the first industries, like really skateboarding helped Instagram get put on the map. I'm some real shit. This is
I
just
think so
me.
too.
In the beginning, I remember being in China and this shit was barely a year old, and we were going hard in the paint. I remember and like this shit was just new. I barely see anybody. We were always in the fucking popular page early on.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
a popular page. I mean, I don't know if you
Pop
remember,
page.
Best.
bro. I'll be like, I'm in the popular page, like,
Bro.
So early on, like, and I don't even know if there was an algorithm like really.
People had their
was-
theories.
You know what I'm saying?
It was 30 likes in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
the beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know. So
Dude, that's so
man,
funny.
I'm just whatever. I gotta big up skateboarders because you know we definitely forefronted that shit
Well, once they brought video on, skateboarders just went crazy with it.
for sure.
It was a little slow at
15
first.
second video.
Yeah, it was a little slow at first, and then in 2015 is when it just went bananas.
For sure.
Yeah, that's when it just.
And it sucked too because I was one of the people that was in the forefront of at least like chocolate being on it
Yeah.
and like all this shit, and it was like became a job. And then like I was there being creative and helping shit happen all creative
You
style.
were ahead of that for sure.
Creatively, and then all of a sudden they were like, no, let's just post like stock photos of like ads and stuff, and we'll just do that because this is like a huge marketing place and we need to do this.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what happened to this shit being fun and like
Yeah,
being
authentic.
yeah, like it's not just like a lay down of like something like hanging boards on shit and like making cool
doing
shit.
your own personal magazine.
You know?
I would like sometimes when I post, sometimes I don't know. Don likes it when I do it. I'll post like a photo of the shoe
Because it's real.
Yeah,
Because
and
it's fucking real.
It gets a lot of interaction, and then you post like a really beautiful studio shot, and it
Doesn't get anything.
doesn't
Well,
get
it's
as
an
much.
ad.
Yeah.
Well,
People are
you're
so
being-
used to that.
You're seeing an ad then.
Yeah.
Right.
If it's like a studio shot.
No, but it
just
still
another
looks beautiful.
thing.
Like I look at the shoe because I love.
Of course
skate
it's
shoes.
beautiful.
So
No,
you're like,
not-
whoa, it's sick, but it's funny. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But just that simple difference of holding
I
it.
can see why you do it, and it works. You know what I mean? It's a great engagement, and people like it's a video, so you're like get to see the whole shoe and just the way you do a great job, Kelly.
Oh, thank you,
It's a
thank
real
you.
shit, real talk. I think that's the way to approach it if you're going to be doing this shit.
But I think sometimes people from companies they're like, yeah, we want it like specific way. But I do agree with you that like when you add the personality
Absolutely.
to it, it just
Yes.
it just adds so much more
Little flair.
Yeah,
For
sure.
And so
Thank you, Queen Samuel.
Great fucking question.
that was good.
Good question, bro. Good question.
I like these questions. Add them on Discord. Add some more.
Yeah,
Please.
Discord. We got
Definitely.
the
We can do this all night.
it's
with the
on there.
questions.
It's
Yeah,
on
dude.
there.
Brings
Bro,
incites great conversation. Man.
Topic suggestions called Get Involved. Budget or Buddies on there also.
Where is that like button? Right? Is it right here or right here?
Just a little scroll coming down the bottom.
It's
Subscribe.
over to it's on your
It's on my
left.
right? It's on
No,
my
on your
left.
left.
Hey,
Yeah,
hit that
there.
button right there.
Right there.
Right there.
Yeah, please.
The like button's kind of like in the middle there. It's like we're kind of
Oh, it's like
there.
right here?
Kind of.
Like
yeah,
right
and
there?
The subscribe's like over to the left.
It's like right over there. All right.